Picture this: tomorrow is a very important day. You set an alarm to wake up early, and then you miss your alarm. It's 12 p.m. the next day, and you're late. You are so late, you're probably going to get fired. You've missed so many deadlines, and to be honest, you're probably to blame. I mean, everyone is to blame. We're just naturally lazy. Think about it. I'd rather order food than cook for myself. I'd rather binge my favorite show than go to the gym. I mean, I like the gym, but I don't like it that much. And for years, I thought I could never be disciplined. I thought discipline was for those super alpha male gym bros who talk about creatine 24/7. You know, the guys you walk into the gym and you see they've been there for like 5 hours. Yeah, those guys. I used to think my laziness was a character flaw that made discipline impossible. I would lie in bed, I would scroll Instagram, Snapchat, watch YouTube. I mean, I have important things to do, but I'd rather not. I'd just rather not. And then I'd deal with the guilt and we'll go again tomorrow, rinse and repeat. The problem is every time you go on YouTube and you search for solutions to these problems, you see some self-help guru that is there telling you, just be more disciplined. Yes, I tried that. It did not work. You're not a real man if you're not disciplined. Well, I guess I'm not a real man. But what does it even mean to be disciplined? Like, no one is telling you all these things. And that's why I'm here. After a lot of research, gym sessions, and a complete social media detox, I discovered you don't have to be hardworking or special to be disciplined. What if I told you that your laziness might actually be your secret weapon? Your laziness might actually be the thing that's going to help you become more disciplined. In this video, I'm going to share how a lazy guy like me, which is kind of juxtaposed with everything I have presented myself as on this channel, but a lazy guy like me can become disciplined. But full disclaimer, I'm not a guru. I'm just sharing real life experiences based on what has worked for me. So if you're a young, ambitious guy, but also lazy, I think these lessons I learned will work for you too. Okay, let's get right into it. The first thing you need to realize is we live in a culture that treats rest like weakness. If you're not waking up at 5 a.m. and grinding 18 hours a day, you're suddenly a failure. If you're not up by, 5, you have Saratoga water, you're dipping your face, you're eating a banana, bro, you've wasted your life. The truth is, everybody just needs to chill. Some of us are just trying to survive out here. The problem is, most discipline advice is built for people who already have energy. Wake up early. Push yourself. No excuses. That might work if you're already motivated. But what if you're not? What if you're like me? Someone who literally argues with the alarm clock. I mean, I can, but again, like I said, I'd rather not. Motivation-based systems are like crash diets. They work for a week, then you burn out, feel guilty, and quit. Lazy people don't need more motivation. We need less resistance. We need a system that doesn't rely on us feeling ready every single day. See, lazy people don't lack brains, we just think differently. We're not wired for effort's sake. We look for shortcuts, hacks, easier ways to do things. I'll give you an example. If I have to grab a bunch of stuff on my way upstairs, I think of the quickest route to grab everything I need to get before I go upstairs. It's weird, but I'm all about efficiency. Like, if I can get it done in one fell swoop, why would I want to go up and then grab more stuff and then come back down? I hope you get the drift. You see, and that's not a flaw. That's a superpower. I mean, only if you know how to use it. See, I came across this research that blew my mind. Not everyone is motivated the same way. Some people are effort seekers. Others are efficiency seekers. Lazy people were efficiency seekers. We want maximum return for minimum effort. That's why I'll map out everywhere in my head before I actually carry out a task. An effort-seeking brain enjoys the grind. They like checking boxes and doing more. But an efficiency-seeking brain, like yours and mine, we don't care about the grind. We care about results. Fast, easy, smart. Lazy people are like rivers. We flow toward the path of least resistance. We don't climb mountains. We go around them. I mean, why would I climb a mountain, bro? I could walk around it. And when you learn to design your life that way, you just realize that you can achieve more with less effort. If you give a lazy person the right system, one that's frictionless and repeatable, they'll outpace the so-called grinders every single time. Why? Because it doesn't feel like effort. It feels like flow. Some of the most successful people in the world are secretly lazy. They're just good at designing their lives so they don't have to be disciplined. They automate everything. They build habits once and ride them for years. Simple. So when I figured this out, I came up with something I like to call lazy discipline. It's not about waking up at 4 a.m. or cold showers, and I've done that. That's pretty cool. But it's more about designing your life so that discipline happens automatically with as little mental effort as possible. The first rule of lazy discipline, 80-20. It's Pareto's principle. 80% of your results come from just 20% of your actions. So stop trying to do everything. Focus. Just focus on the few things that actually move the needle. Consistency beats intensity every single time. I cannot stress this enough. And lazy people, if we're honest, we are great at being consistent. As long as the task doesn't drain us. If it's easy, we're going to get there. If something feels light, we'll keep doing it. That's the cheat code. So imagine waking up and your life is just set up to win. You don't have to push yourself because your habits do the work for you. You're not thinking, you're just doing. That's lazy discipline. It's not sexy, but it works. And it feels like freedom. The truth is, high performers don't have more willpower than you. They just have systems. They set things up so they can't fail. And once I figured that out, everything changed for me. Like, it's A plus B equals C. Start with the habits that give you the most return. Not 10 habits, not 5. Just 1 or 2 that change everything else. That's 80-20. Max output, minimum energy. For me, it started with drinking water as soon as I woke up. One small win. Then a bit of push-ups here and there. 5 push-ups today, 5 push-ups tomorrow. If I'm feeling like it, I could push 10. That was it. I didn't start with 1 hour long workout. Just 2 minutes. And it worked because I actually wanted to do more later. You need to keep in mind the 2-minute rule as well. The 2-minute rule basically says, if it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. Want to start a habit, make it less than 2 minutes or less. And if you get 1% better every day, that compounds into a completely different version of yourself over time. I'll give you an example. When I was younger, I had this nasty habit of leaving dishes in my room. So, we'd get food made in the house. And I go to the kitchen, I grab food, take it upstairs, and then I wouldn't take the plates back down. I just leave them in my bedroom. And then after a while, it's a very disgusting thing. Right, after a while, you get to you have this build up of plates in your room, and then classic teenage boy behavior. I don't know about other guys, but that was my experience, right? Very, very nasty. And then I started implementing the 2-minute rule. It takes you 2 minutes to go downstairs and drop the dish. So just do it as soon as you're done. And now it's my lifestyle. So it's like, as soon as I'm done eating, just take it out. And then I moved from there into, it takes you 5 minutes to eat. Might as well just eat at the dining table. Don't take it to your room to start with. It's just little things like that. And the moment you start to implement these things into your daily routine, people come into your life and they're like, oh my God, you're so well put together. Ha ha. No, I just have systems that are easier to follow than not following. Willpower is a battery, man. Listen, it'll run out. But systems, they run on autopilot. The lazier you are, the more you should love system. 100%. They do the heavy lifting for you. Pairing new habits with something you already do. That's habit stacking. Like doing push-ups right after brushing your teeth. Another good one is taking a shower as soon as you walk into the bathroom in the morning. You're already there, might as well do it. Or placing a book on your pillow so you're forced to read before bed. That's environmental design. Want to eat healthy? Don't buy junk food. Want to study more? Leave your books open on the desk. Make the good choice the obvious one, and the bad choice inconvenient. It makes everything easy. Like you just follow the path of least resistance. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself. It's about removing friction. Stop thinking, how do I get more motivated? And start asking, how do I make this easier? There's rocket science, folks. Lazy psychology is about tricking your brain. You don't fight resistance, you reroute it. You build systems that make success feel like the fault, not the exception. Now here's the truth. Most guys will watch this video, nod their heads, and still go back to scrolling for hours. And it's not because they are lazy, it's because deep down, they don't believe they can change. Maybe they are lazy. But that's not the point. I'm trying to say it's a self-confidence problem. That's all it is. It's a self-confidence problem. And I don't want anyone to misconstrue this video and say, oh, OJ is trying to justify laziness, kini con. No. I'm just trying to make you understand that if you're someone who prioritizes efficiency, you probably are not inclined to take the hard route. And so, even though I preach do the hard thing, the trick is make the hard thing the easy and obvious thing. It helps you sleep better at night. So the hard thing becomes easy to you while it remains hard to everyone else. If that's you, if you're someone who is really struggling on the self-confidence path phase, then YouTube thinks you'll like this next video. I think you'll like this next video too. So check it out and share and like and subscribe.